Hey guys, John Seator here with Experience Wild, and we are excited to release episode 2, and I hope you guys really enjoy it. This episode is going to feature guest star Dave Thomas, founder and president of BowHunterPlanet.com, shooting a nice whitetail doe with his snow camo Bear Arena 30 that he so proudly named Snow White. On this episode, you're also going to see myself shooting a Russian boar. And then not only that, but Chris McGee is going to talk ducks with us. So I hope you guys really enjoy this episode, and stay tuned for episode 3. It's going to have some great hard-hitting action, and you know, we're in the swing, full swing here with whitetail deer season, and you know, hope to get some great footage for you guys here, as well as some fall turkey hopefully for episode 3 as well. So hope you guys enjoy the episode, and we'll see you soon.
Don't move, they won't see us. Don't shoot till you got the one you want, John. Okay. I'm a little nervous now.
He's the one that's running in the front there. I got a second arrow in him.
I didn't see the first one in him. I think it came out.
Yeah, he broke it off. See your way up there. That's good oxygen blood too, man. I smoked her. What?
Hey guys, John Seator with Experience Wild, and today we went on a Russian boar hunt. One of the things that you know, I had mentioned in the first sequence that we had ever done was that, you know, it's always great to get involved with friends and family. Today I had the opportunity to take two good friends of mine on a Russian boar hunt. We were actually able to get 3 rushes today. It's just a lot of fun. It's not as easy as it looks. Lots of time on the ground, walking, tracking, stalking, and these things are super tough. You know, the other aspect of it too is now that we've got these 3 hogs, you know, we can look forward to getting a process and doing a nice pig roast at a later date, and hopefully we'll be able to share some of that footage with you as well.
Hi guys, Chris here from Experience Wild. Today we're going to talk a little bit about duck hunting. A lot of the guys on the show, me and John especially, love duck hunting. This is pretty much just to, you know, get you guys geared up for the duck hunting season. A lot of what we're going to go over today is gear. One of the most important things is your gun. Most waterfowlers today prefer a 12 gauge semi-automatic shotgun, either chambered in 3-inch up to 3.5-inch diameter. Most gun manufacturers today, they do make a waterfowl version of their products. They range anywhere on the low end from $350 all the way up to, you know, $1,800 for your Berettas, your Benellis, some of your Brownings. A rule to remember is that ducks have very, very, very good eyesight. So when choosing a gun, you want something pretty much along the lines, you know, you got your Max 5 camo patterns. It's a non-reflective finish, corrosion resistant, just an all-around awesome gun. You know, shoots anything 2 3/4, you know, your sporting clay rounds up to 3.5 like duck loads. It's got a recoil system all into the buttstock of the gun. Awesome gas exchange on here. You know, even those light target loads, you know, 4 shots in less than a second is what it's rated to. I can attest for it. It is an awesome, awesome gun. Great for those follow-up shots. Choke tubes, anywhere from a number 2 up to a number 4, depending on what ducks you're hunting. Geese, you're usually shooting 3.5-inch mag shells, you know, in their BBs. Patterning your gun is the key in the off season. Every gun that you shoot, you know, whether it be your gun, your buddy's gun, is gonna shoot different to you. You know, you gotta get it sized up accordingly to you. Some people work better with a longer barrel, some people like a shorter barrel. You know, on the gun itself, these buttstocks are interchangeable. It'll give you a couple inches, you know, longer, you know, or a couple inches shorter. All depends on, you know, the comfort level for you. Let's talk about decoys, guys. In my opinion, beside the duck call, decoys are a duck hunter's next best thing to get those birds to commit to your spread. Decoys must be placed in a way that ducks see them, they want to land in the pocket you create. A lot of guys do a hook pattern. A lot of guys will do like a sideways J. Some guys use the letter X. I mean, it all depends on what you want to do. Setting up decoys is also dependent on the wind. Ducks will always land into the wind usually. Makes it easier for them to land. They'll cup their wings. You know, we call it dropping in. You know, they pretty much will cup and feet down. It's game on, blasting time.
This is the V or the fishhook setup. This is one of our go-to setups throughout the year. It's great for directing ducks into the landing zone. It's great for your marsh zones, your corn zones, your big lake diver ducks. You're going to want the wind blowing slightly from behind your back so those ducks are going to be landing right out in front of you. This is our lake point spread. This is great because that point is going to naturally funnel ducks around it. You're going to have a lot of passing shots at these ducks. Great decoy spread for big lakes. Really good spread for diver ducks just because you're going to use that, you know, point as a natural funnel. Shots are going to be off to the left, the center, and also to the right. Great setup if you have multiple people hunting with you. This is our minimal decoy setup. This is great for late season when the ducks become decoy shy. You don't want a lot of them out there. It's a great setup for farm ponds or small bodies of water. Remember not to set your decoys too far out. You're going to want to set your furthest duck decoys at the maximum shot distance for your shotgun, so make sure you pattern them shotguns. This is the W or the crab. This is a great setup for the corn, even like your marsh zones, especially when the wind's, you know, blowing real hard out of from behind you. Ducks are going to be coming in from the left, the right, the center, all over the place. They could be crossing shots. Great setup though for if you have like 2 to 4 people in your party. This is the land on both sides setup, or I like to call it the landing strip. A lot of cross shots in here. This is more for your diver ducks. You want to remember to lead the birds. I see a lot of guys use these goose decoys on either sides. This brings a lot of mallards, and it's surprising how many ducks you can shoot by just using goose decoys. But once again, if that wind's blowing, you're going to want to make sure to lead them birds, 1 foot to 3 foot, depending on your distance.
If there's no wind, usually 9 times out of 10, I'm bringing the jerk rig with me. Jerk rig, this is a rig 'em right jerk rig. It's got a claw style anchor on it. What you're doing with this, you toss this bad boy out, 20 yards, you got a ton of, it's elastic stretch paracord pretty much. Little clips on here, you clip them right onto your decoy, and you can just move that, decoy when the ducks are circling or anything, gives movement, puts movement on the water, makes the water ripple. Ducks think there's ducks down there. Decoys, usually I put mine out anywhere between 15 yards to 30 yards, depending on how comfortable you are with shooting. If you're comfortable shooting out to those farther distances, maybe a little further, less chance of flaring the ducks, less chance of spooking them. Duck calls. I use 737 duck call. It's number one. One of the best calls I've ever, used out in the field. 2 types of duck calls. You got your single reed, you got a double reed. Double reeds, a little harder to blow, but they both make different sounds. There's many different calls that each duck makes. They have their greeting calls, they have their feeding calls, they have comeback calls, they make whistles, they make sounds when they're feeding, which is like your chuckles. They even have a distress or an alarm call they send out. Knowing when to use your duck call and where to use your duck call will bring you better success in the field. Windy days, you're gonna want a loud call. Your public land hunting, you wanna be that call that sticks out where these ducks are like, hey, I wanna go there. A lot of, your public land hunters, they're just blowing their call. You wanna be loud, you wanna be raspy, you want them ducks to know where you're at. The decoy's gotta look good to them, and your call's gotta be spot on. I would also throw concealment in there. If you're moving, and you're not, wearing, either like your Max 5 camo, your woodland camo if you're hunting timber, your Max 4 camo, your shadow grass, they're gonna see you. I mean, you stick out like a sore thumb to them. Ducks have great vision.
So I'm out here hunting. I'm looking to shoot a doe tonight. I already shot a nice 10 point for the Hunt Series show. Now I flip gears. I'm over hunting for the Experience Wild show. I'm trying to feed Snow White tonight. My bear, Arena 30. Trying to make it happen here on a nice doe. And get some meat in the freezer. Plus get a chance to work with the guys at Experience Wild. So got the bear ready to rock, baby. Gonna feed Snow White. Feed her good. This one's for Experience Wild, baby. Got it done in the field. Nice big doe. Ton of does came in. Right under the stand. One finally walked out. I put the ram can on her. She's done. She's already done.
Alright guys, deer down. We got a nice doe down with the bear, Arena 30. I'm really excited to do this for Experience Wild. They wanted me to kill a doe or any deer, I guess, for the show, and it's just exciting to try different products, and being on Test Live gives me the ability to do that, and so we have such a variety here. Well, let's go check out the arrow and see the shot here. So we got the Black Eagle arrow here with the Ramcat broadhead in a really awesome shot, and the Ramcat is just killer. This thing just lit this doe up. And this was a really exciting hunt actually tonight because Ron shot a buck too with the bone driven team. We sat together and this doe came out right away. Shot the doe real quick. She ran, dumped. We gave it about 30 minutes. All the deer came back and then the buck started moving. So we got back into position. Let's go grab this doe. She's just off the field here. All right, not a huge doe, but a doe. Very happy to get a first doe of the year. Get a shot at the Bear Arena and put this girl down, man. It's not every day they shoot a deer itself, so I hit her back a little bit and angled out this way. Oh yeah, that's a good shot. Came in here and broke right through the back shoulder here, clean right through it with that Ramcat. Unbelievable. Look at that hole. That is a Ramcat, ladies and gentlemen. Total destruction. All right, guys. Well, thanks to the Experience Wild team for letting me do some hunts for them this year. Really excited to get this doe down for them. It's not a huge doe, but it's a great doe. It'll be good eating, and it was a lot of fun to do. Also, a lot of fun to test out the products they use on the show, and really hit it home. You know, take a nice clean shot, take your time. Make a good shot, you make yourself proud of yourself, and one of my goals has always been to try different bows in the process of being a part of BowHunterPlanet, so it gave me a great chance to do that tonight. So I want to also thank my friend Ryan Hopkins, who let me hunt on his land to get this doe. Really greatly appreciated. Everything's done for us. So Dave Thomas, reporting live from Michigan. See you next time.